Hi, this video will be looking at the iPad 2's cameras. Hopefully you will have already seen the iPad 2 review for photographers. If not, you can check that out on YouTube right now. So this video will be looking at the iPad 2's cameras, as I've just mentioned. We're going to be seeing how the cameras and the photos they take work on a computer. So we're going to be using iPhoto to be looking at this. I have an iPad 2 here, just in case you didn't know what it looked like. And we're going to be looking at the rear-facing camera today, in specifically because that's the one that people are going to be using to take photos of things, and we're going to see, because it shoots 720p video, we're going to see how that quality comes over to the photography side of it. There is one photo that was taken with the front-facing camera which we'll look at just to compare dimensions and quality between the two of them. So let's look and open iPhoto. There it is. And the first two photos I'm going to look at are from the iPad review itself that I filmed yesterday. Let's just pop this into full screen. So this is the first photo I'm going to have a look at. This was taken on the front camera, with the front camera. As you can see, quality really, isn't that bad. It's a passable photo that you can use for your Facebook profile photo or Twitter profile photo. And it's not a bad photograph. This one was taken with the back camera, the camera on the back that shoots 720p video. And, well, obviously you can tell the dimensions are a bit bigger. And comparing the two of them, I actually think I prefer this one. Because, there's a lot of detail. Detail has been maintained in the facial area. This one looks a bit pixely around, around the face. It looks a bit blurred. So whether that's because the lens is dirty, I don't think it was. No, it's pretty clean. So for portraits of yourself, the front-facing camera seems better, but you'll get a smaller photograph. So now let's just have a very quick flick through some photos I've taken on the iPad, and some other bits as well. This was using, I've gone through the apps that I've used in the iPad 2 review, so if you're not sure what the apps are, have a look at that review. This is from Tilt Shift Generator, quite a good image. Quadcam, TTV camera, which is that through the viewfinder camera. Hipstamatic, and again Hipstamatic again. Beautiful day. TTV. So you see you get some really interesting kind of things through the viewfinder. That was using a whiteboard application. Ignore that. That's Hipstamatic at my friend's house. Don't know how. Well, that one's bigger. Hipstamatic again, and again, a bit wonky. Something that Photoshop Express can sort out. Hipstamatic, that's my wonderful workspace, which is what I'm using now. That's Instagram. That's some slice of bread and some brie. And that's Instagram again, the book I'm currently reading by the guy that wrote Catcher in the Rye. And back to the beginning, so those are the iPad, the photos that we've taken on an iPad so far. So let's open up this one called Camera Test. So these are some photos I took to test the camera's ability, and they're all kind of taken in the same sort of area, so we can actually look at how they perform in the same kind of setting. So this was taken with the camera application, and as you can see, it's not a bad photo. These were all taken with the exception of one of them with the camera on the back, so we can get a good look at this. There's a few problematic areas with, say, the shadowy bits up here. So there's a bit of noise there. Other than that, it's not a bad photograph. Obviously, it's not a DSLR-sized photo, which is what I'm used to working with. But it's not bad. Again, this was Hipstamatic. Again, I don't know whether it's the software, the application, or whether it's just a bad photo, but you can tell there's different kind of, you got a light bit there, then a dark bit, then a light bit. I don't know whether that's the application or whether it's just a bad photo. You don't get an awful lot of detail. For example, this is kind of washed out and you can't really read a lot of the words along here. Texture generator, good photos. This is sepia cam, again a lot of noise up in this area here. This was like the shadowy area of the bookcase, so noise is coming out there. Words are lost, detail is lost. I do like this thing down here where the spine of this Chinese Vogue changes colour. That's actually the light on the magazine, not some kind of post-processing effect. Quad cam, good, nice sized photo for a change. You know, the other ones have been quite small in the terms of canvas size. This one gives a nice big photo, and I really like the colours in this photograph as well. This was, I want to say Instagram, probably was Instagram. Again, the dark area here isn't too bad until you come into this kind of grey area, then you get the noise back, and again, not a lot of clarity up here either. This is TTV through the viewfinder. This is probably the worst photo of the lot, to be fair. I mean, it's very pixely, there's no detail up here in these words. All these words you can make out that says digital SLR user just about, but yeah, it's quite grainy. I don't think if it was a smaller sized photo, that would help. And we're back to the beginning there. So you can see there's a mixed batch there really. It kind of depends on what application you're using and what you're using the cameras for. In normal everyday photographs with your friends and whatever, like it should be perfectly fine. As I showed you the two of me, you know, that's a perfectly acceptable photograph for you to use with your friends. However, if you're looking for more of a professional edge and wanting to use applications on your computer, using photos from the applications on your computer, then you are going to struggle because, you know, canvas sizes aren't that big, or they're overstretched like this one, or you know, they're just not going to be high enough quality for you. I have shot some video on it. Let me just see if I can play that video, because the video is actually quite good. I don't know if we can play video on iPhoto. Oh yeah, you can.
Hello there, we've just filmed, or I've just filmed,
Here we go.
a review of the iPad 2, which I'm now filming on.
Obviously it looks a bit shaky because I don't think this isn't playing as smoothly as it was filmed.
Still with the tripod attached to it.
But you know, you can read the text and things. You know, you can. It just looks a bit shaky because it's not really playing that smoothly. But can we pause? You know, it's not a good freeze frame, but when you're watching it, you know, you can tell, you know, it's pretty good quality video there. So that just about wraps it all up. So to summarise, the iPad's camera is good for some things, maybe not for professional use, but it's good for just messing around, trying out applications, throwing on different styles and effects, and that kind of thing. So, you know, find uses for it. It has some uses out there, others ones you're better off sticking to a normal kind of high-res point and shoot or a DSLR again. But you know, it has some uses. It's just finding them and seeing how it meets your needs. So thank you for watching. I hope that's kind of given you a bit more insight into how the cameras perform and what the photos actually look like on a screen. And stay tuned for my camera review, which is coming up soon. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.